We are giggity giggity going. Who can it be now? I think we're golden. What's going on, my friends? Welcome on back to more Metal Gear Solid. Just short recap real quick. Where we left off, we had basically sat in on a conversation between Liquid and Ocelot. And they're scheming. They're scheming. But it seems to shut down Metal Gear Rex. We have to basically use the same keycard 3 different times, but we have to have it under 3 different room temperatures. Sword is first this time. Way to go, Sword. Ren does not have any dang it, second. Doesn't have any heads up, doesn't have any. Geez, words are hard. She doesn't have it any easier than you do. She had just as much of a chance as you did. But congrats, sir. But yeah, we have to find this key card. Not this one. It's going to be a separate one. And we have to put it under 3 different room temperatures. Beginning with room temperature, which is the mode that it's going to be starting out in. So we just got to find the key card at this point. Because Solid Snake is a klutz. The dang guy frickin' dropped it off the edge. So it's supposed to be down here somewhere. I think the water itself is toxic, and putting on our gas mask actually doesn't do anything. We'll just have to hope that we'll just have to hope that we don't die. Chop one of these off real quick. 'Cause I'm pretty sure it's either somewhere up here. If you don't get it fast enough, a rat eats it and you have to kill the rat for it, but I had to basically play the small bit of the section where Snake has to run off from being spotted, because the game did not immediately load from where that's it right there. Didn't immediately start off where we saved last time. It actually went back, I want to say a good 60 seconds, but I went ahead and played it off camera so we could have just the new stuff. Could always use more rations, so let's check out this way. See if there is another one. Because we are only down to 2. While we're running back up, how is Sword doing today? I know Ren is doing pretty good. She's hanging out with her friends, right, Meow? But you are always welcome to say it in the chat too, honey. Feel free. She might be lurking a little bit too. Don't think we can get anything here. Sword's alive? That doesn't sound great. I want you to be better than alive. Alive is fun, but sometimes you're not truly alive. I don't know why I feel compelled to search every nook and cranny right now. If it was a ration, it would have been worth it. But it's bullets that we are stocked up on. Alright, we got the G.I. Joe over here somewhere. It might be further down right now. Having the jammed radar really sucks in this spot. I would rather have it in a more open area where it's jammed. Okay, he's walking this way. And he's walking all the way over here. Get lost, bud. Where'd he go? He must have, oh, he's heading that way. But I did decide, Sword, that we are going to wrap up once the game is finished. I know last week I kind of discussed with you that I kind of wanted to not leave it completely hanging and finish the game and then hold off on the second one till next week, but Ren just brought up the good point that it's going to be difficult for people to go between two streams, so we have decided that we'll just go ahead and end once this is done. I did also kind of do some research to see exactly how long we have left, and since we only have about 2 hours of the game left, that's not really enough time to switch over to the second game and get anywhere decent, so we're going to wait till next week to do that. I'm sure you're probably thinking, dude, I could have told you that last week, but you didn't listen.
Now, pal number 2, freeze the key.
Freeze the key. So now, because of 1998's limitations, the game is just going to force us to run back to a couple spots we were already at. To freeze the key, and then to warm it up later. Is he coming all the way over? Let's see if we can get past him. Nope. No one. It's not me. There's technically a glitch you can do with Solid Snake. If you go between the pistol, like back and forth simultaneously and repeatedly, you can eliminate any foot sound effects that he has. But I'm not cheeky like that. We're going to do it the way Hideo Kojima planned us to play it. Our ladder's not there. It's over here. Yeah, that's where we came in. So we have to go all the way back to where we fought Vulcan Raven to freeze the key. Since it's the big ol' freezer. Oh, my bad, guys. My bad. Toss one of these out. There we go. Woo. And luckily, all the way back to the freezer isn't so bad, since we are already there. And then to make sure that it morphs to its form, we just have to stand here for a minute and glance at the key and wait for it to turn blue. I don't know if having it equipped helps or hurts in any way. Guess we'll just run around, take a look and see if there's any items we can grab now. Take a gander. So far, it's just the missile. He's supposed to go prone. Is that going to help me out? Pretty sure we just hang out in here. There it is. Now it's blue. Going back in this room does not affect the temperature again. It is blue dabba dee dabba die. Just gotta run it all the way back up. Definitely not my favorite part of this game. Is the backtrack just to change the color of a key card. It's clever, and I guess it does get us some supplies for the couple fights we're gonna have here shortly, but it's not my favorite. Climb the ladder, you fool. Alright, where's the trooper? He's going down, so I think we are actually going to be alright to just do the sprint to the control room. You saw and heard nothing, sir. Nothing to see here. Toss that out again. Oh, it was right next to it. Still at blue. So we'll drop that off.
Okay, there goes pal code number 2. Next comes pal number 3. Warm the key.
Just pee on it. It's a jellyfish sting. Alright. So to warm the key, we're going to have to go back even further. We have to go back to like the oil refinery section. Wonder if we only have 4, but it's worth it for this section since it sucks to have to lose some health getting shot by that guy. Yeah, we have to go back to the oil refinery area where the lava is cooling down metal and whatnot, and that's where it's gonna warm up. What's nice about that spot, and the fact that the game makes us go back there, is that we at least can get some supplies while we're there too. More so than the arena where we fought Raven at. Get some more stuff. Put these on, because we're going to need it for the turrets again. Do one of these. Be okie dokie. However, in Raven's little arena, we now have some armed guards we gotta look out for. Luckily, getting through here is gonna be piece of cake. Alright, Alright, so we gotta take this back up. I'm hoping I'm not mistaken, but I'm pretty sure we don't have to worry about any fights going up these lifts now. I think right now the keys, there's a chance it might be going towards room temperature, so it starts doing some of the work, I think. It's still cold. What's up?
Snake, it's about Naomi Hunter.
Then you should talk to the Colonel. He's looking into it.
Turn your monitor off.
Remember,
Okay, it's
Miller's
off.
telling us
No one
that
else can hear us.
Naomi
Go ahead.
might be
Sorry,
a spy.
but I didn't want the Colonel to hear.
Okay, so what's up?
I've got a good friend in the Pentagon.
Yeah?
He's the one who told me about it. It looks like the DIA recently developed a new type of assassination weapon.
An assassination weapon?
Snake, have you ever heard of something called Fox Dye?
No. Fox dye. Liquid and the others were talking about it.
Yeah. It's some kind of virus that targets
No
specific
talk of
people.
virus, guys.
I
Come
don't know
on.
all the details,
Not
but
right, meow.
What are you trying to say?
It's too similar.
What is?
The cause of death. Didn't the Arms Tech president and the DARPA chief, I mean, Decoy Octopus, die of something that looked like a heart attack?
Yeah?
Well, apparently, Fox Dye kills its victims by simulating a heart attack.
No. You're telling me that Naomi was behind it?
Snake, try to remember. Did Naomi give you some kind of injection?
Nanomachines.
She was in the best position to have done it, but I don't know what her motive was.
Does the Colonel know?
I'm not sure. But he still hasn't questioned her.
Okay. I'll ask him myself. Colonel, what's new with the Naomi situation?
I just placed Naomi under arrest.
Arrest?
She was sending coded messages towards the Alaskan base. I didn't want to believe it, but she must be working with the terrorists.
Are you sure?
I'm afraid so. She's being interrogated now.
What kind of interrogation?
Well, I'd like to avoid the rough stuff, but we don't even have any sodium pentothal here.
Call me if you find out anything.
So it's true, isn't it?
Naomi, I can't believe it.
That means the Fox Dye vaccine must be around somewhere.
Listen, I've got bigger things to worry about.
But Snake, you might be infected too, you know.
All I can do is leave it up to the Colonel.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes. There's at least some ammo up there. I think we're running a little low on some grenades. Oh, sorry. Throw one of these out. Oh, it didn't work. There we go. So we have nothing there. We got something here, though. Everything counts. Let's toss that out again. Hopefully we have enough to get us back to the control room without getting shot. I do think in this room we're going to anyways, we're going to have some extra grenades to pick up. And that will be nice. That's a lot quicker. I guess since we didn't have a convo with Master Miller. Didn't take as long. no turrets. We actually have a radar this time. Nothing. We're at 1 ration still. Hopefully we can change that. Because I'm not confident in my abilities to avoid getting shot. But at least we're stocking up on ammo right now. Alright, so this is the area we needed. There is a ration over there. There's also a home slice upstairs. So maybe not. See if there's one over this way. This is the section that we're gonna warm up the key anyways. Woo! Yeah, at least we got more chaff grenades. And it's at red already. So we are Gucci. We'll just see if we get lucky with rations here pretty quick. I think if we put it away, it'll be safe from turning cold again. In the freezer room, we just kind of gotta move through it pretty quick. Just running some circles. Might as well apply the last ration. Get our health up as high as we can get it. Oh, it looks both ways. I thought it just looked the other way. Memories have failing me. So either it faces both directions. Yeah, it does. Okay. So either it looks both ways, like a good boy that crosses the street, or there's 2 turrets. Dang Ravens, man. They don't know when to quit.
Snake, can you hear me? It's Naomi.
Naomi? What the hell?
Campbell and the others are busy right now. I'm on a different codec.
Naomi, is what the Colonel says true?
Yes, but not everything I said was a lie.
Who are you?
I don't know myself. I don't know my real name or
Deep.
even what my parents looked like. I bought all my identification, but my reason for getting into genetics was true.
'Cause you want to know yourself, right?
That's right. I want to know where I came from, my age, my race, anything.
Naomi.
I was found in Rhodesia sometime in the 80s, a dirty little orphan.
Rhodesia? What's now known as Zimbabwe?
Yes. Rhodesia was owned by England until 1965, and there were lots of Indian laborers around. That's probably where I got my skin color from, but I'm not even sure about that.
Naomi, you're too worried about the past. Isn't it enough to understand who you are now?
Understand who I am now? Why should I? No one else tries to understand me. I was alone for so long, until I met my big brother. And him.
Your big brother?
Yes. Frank Yeager.
What?
Oh, dang.
He was a young soldier.
That's the cyborg
He picked me
ninja,
up
for
near the
those who
Zambezi
are
River.
not remembering
I was
that
half
name.
dead from starvation, and he shared his rations with me. Yes. Frank Yeager. The man who you destroyed was my brother and my only family.
No. Gray Fox?
We survived that hell together, Frank and I. He protected me. He's my one connection. The only connection I have to my past.
And he brought you back to America?
No. I was in Mozambique when he came.
Who is he? You mean Big Boss?
Yes. He brought us to this land of freedom, this America. And then he and my brother went back to Africa to continue the war. And that's when it happened. You killed my benefactor and sent my brother home a cripple. I vowed revenge and joined Foxhound. I knew it was my best chance to meet you, and I prayed for the day that I would.
So, were your prayers answered?
Yes. I waited 2 long years.
To kill me? Is that all you cared about?
Yes. That's right. 2 years. You were all I thought about for 2 long years. Like some kind of
I
twisted
think we have
obsession.
2 bosses
You still
left,
hate
Ren. 2 bosses in
Not exactly.
the traditional sense, and again I say that
Thought
meaning
wrong
like
about you.
they have a life
about
bar.
Liquid and the
There's some
others?
fights I think that we have, and
I'll
quite a
have
bit
my
of
revenge on them, too.
talking, obviously, but
Naomi,
we
you didn't kill that doctor too, did you?
only
The
have
one that
2
used Gray
left, I
Fox for his
think.
genome experiments?
Dr. Clark? No. That was my brother. Afterwards, I covered it up and helped him hide out.
So that ninja, I mean Gray Fox, he's come here to kill me?
I don't think so. I think he just came here to fight you. I wasn't sure before, but now I think I understand. A final battle with you. That's all he lives for. I'm sure of it.
Fox? No. Naomi, tell me something.
About Fox Die? Fox Die is a type of retrovirus that targets and kills only specific people. First, it infects the macrophages in the victim's body. Fox Die contains smart enzymes created through protein engineering. They're programmed to respond to specific genetic patterns in the cells.
Those enzymes recognize the target's DNA?
Right. They respond by becoming active and using the macrophages. They begin creating TNF-epsilon.
Huh?
It's a type of cytokine, a peptide which causes cells to die. The TNF-epsilon is carried along the bloodstream to the heart, where they attach to the TNF receptors in the heart cells.
And then they cause a heart attack?
The heart cells suffer a shock and undergo an extreme apoptosis. Then, the victim dies.
Apoptosis? You mean the heart cells commit suicide? Naomi,
What?
you must have programmed that thing to kill me too, right? Do I still have time? Naomi, I don't blame you for wanting me dead, but I can't go yet. I still have a job to do.
Listen, Snake. I'm not the one who made the decision to use Fox Die.
Huh? You weren't.
No. You were injected with Fox Die as a part of this operation. I just wanted to let you know that. No, that's not the whole truth.
Huh?
The real thing I wanted to tell you was... Snake,
Hey,
What are you doing?
Snake.
Naomi!
Snake, I can't allow Naomi to make any more unauthorized transmissions.
What?
Naomi's been removed from this operation.
What happened to Naomi? What did she mean when she said that Fox Die was a part of this operation? Colonel, let me talk to her.
I won't. She's under arrest.
Colonel, you double-crossed me.
Snake, there's no time for that.
There's
Right
enough
now,
time.
your
It's a
job
long
is to
elevator
stop
ride.
Metal Gear. Okay, Snake?
But I guess what he says goes. Alright, we still got these guys here. It's pretty easy run through it this way. And our PAL key is still red. So we're doing aight. Thank Lord for rations. Can we see? I don't see any rations up there. Oh! Now we definitely want to at least check since I'm growing impatient with turrets. Not worth the couple bullets we just ate. Since this is the last time that we'll be down here, at least for now. I want to take another gander. Don't think. Not worth it. I might regret that, but we'll see. Punch the ladder before we climb it. That's how we do it. Alright, there might be one down here. That is worth checking out. There's no guards, there's no cameras, there's no turrets, no nothing. Nothing on Metal Gear either. Alright, depending on where the guard's at, we are gonna stun him. Oof, he was not as far down as I wanted him to be. We are all good. Alright, so we get the card out, get out the grenade. put in the last card.
Halcode number 3 confirmed. Halcode entry complete. Detonation code activated.
No. Why?
Ready for launch.
I deactivated it.
Did you, though?
Thank you, Snake. Now the detonation code is completed. Nothing can stop Metal Gear now.
Master, what's going on?
You found the key, and even activated the warhead for us, too. I really must express my gratitude. Sorry to have involved you in that silly shape memory alloy business.
What are you talking about?
We weren't able to learn the DARPA chief's code. Even with Mantis' psychic powers, he couldn't read his mind. Then Ocelot accidentally killed him during the interrogation. In other words, we weren't able to launch the nuclear device, and we were all getting a little worried. Without the threat of a nuclear strike, our demands would never be met.
What do you mean?
Without the detonation codes, we had to find some other way. That's when we decided you might prove useful, Snake.
What?
First, I thought we might get the information from you, Snake, so I had Decoy Octopus disguise himself as the DARPA chief. Unfortunately, Octopus didn't survive the encounter, thanks to Fox Die.
You mean you had this plan from the beginning, just to get me to input the detonation code?
Huh? You didn't think you made it this far by yourself, did you?
Who the hell are you?
In any case, the launch preparations are complete. Once the world glimpses the power of this weapon, the White House will have no choice but to surrender the Fox Die vaccine. To me, their ace in the hole is useless now.
Ace in the hole?
The Pentagon's plan to use you was already successful in the torture room. Snake, you're the only one who doesn't know. Ah, poor fool.
Who are you anyway?
I'll tell you everything you want to know. If you come where I am, that is.
Where are you?
Very close by.
Snake, that's not Master Miller.
Campbell, you're too late.
Master Miller's body was just discovered at his home.
Oh,
He's been
dang.
dead for at least 3 days. I didn't know because my codec link with Master was cut off. But Mei Ling said his transmission signal was coming from inside the base.
So who is it?
Snake, you've been talking to...
Me, dear brother.
Liquid. How the...
You've served your purpose. You may
You'd
die
think that
now.
Solid Snake wouldn't be so gullible, but he was a tiny bit. So here, all we gotta do is put on our gas mask. Otherwise, we'll bite the dust. Just gotta give the game a second here, too. It's supposed to get you to kind of panic and forget about the mask, run over to the turrets and have them kill you. But if you just toss on that mask and give the game a moment, we'll get some help. At least I'm pretty sure we get some help. Alright, hold up. Let's make a phone call.
Snake, that's bulletproof glass. You can't break it with an ordinary weapon.
Can't you open the security lock here?
I'll try. Just hold on for a minute.
Alright, now he's coming. Otacon's gonna actually help us out. Aside from information that we might have been able to figure out, he is a little useful. There he is.
I hacked into security. Snake, I'm opening the door.
we can get rid of that. Toss out that. And that was a not so nice friend right there.
Liquid! Snake! Did you like my sunglasses? You'd point a weapon at your own brother?
Why did you disguise yourself as Master?
So I could manipulate you more easily. And you performed quite well, I must say. Although the boys at the Pentagon are probably saying the same thing.
What the hell are you talking about?
Following orders blindly with no questions asked, you've lost your warrior's pride and become nothing more than a pawn snake.
What?
Stopping the nuclear launch, rescuing the hostages, it was all just a diversion.
A diversion?
The Pentagon only needed for you to come into contact with us. That's what killed the Arms Tech president and decoy octopus.
You don't mean...
That's right. You were sent here to kill us so they could retrieve Metal Gear undamaged, along with the bodies of the Genome soldiers. From the beginning, the Pentagon was just using you as a vector to spread Fox dye.
Fox dye? It can't be. Are you telling me Naomi was working with the Pentagon?
They thought she was, but it seems that Dr. Naomi Hunter couldn't be controlled so easily.
What?
We've got a spy working in the Pentagon. He reported that Dr. Hunter altered Fox Dye's program just before the operation, but no one knows how, why.
I wonder... Maybe they arrested her so they could find out the answer to that.
No doubt. But I had no idea she was motivated by such petty revenge. We still don't know what changes she made to Fox Dye's program. Oh well, it doesn't matter. I've already added the Fox Dye vaccine to my list of White House demands.
There's a vaccine?
There must be, but that woman is the only one who really knows. Anyway, it might prove to be unnecessary.
Why's that?
You were successful in coming into contact with all of us, so we must have all been exposed to the virus. It's true that the Arms Tech president and decoy octopus were killed by Fox Dye. But Ocelot, myself, and you, the carrier, were apparently unaffected.
A bug in the virus's programming?
Could be. In any case, if it doesn't kill you, then I'm not worried either. After all, our genetic code is identical.
So it's true. You and I are...
Yes, twins. But we're not ordinary twins. We're twins linked by cursed genes. Les enfants terribles. You're fine. You got all the old man's dominant genes. I got the flawed recessive genes.
I always thought this plot point in the game was a little strange. I'm fine with them being related, but the whole...
So they could create you.
I was the favorite, huh?
That's right.
The whole
I'm just the
I have the
leftovers of
dominant
what they
genes
used
is
to
kind
make
of
you.
strange.
Can you understand what it's like to know that you're garbage since the day you were born? But I'm the one Father chose.
So that's why you're so obsessed with Big Boss. Some warped kind of love.
Love? It's hate! He always told me I was inferior, and now I'll have my revenge! You should understand me, brother. You killed our father with your own hands! You stole my chance for revenge! Now I'll finish the work that Father began. I will surpass him! I will destroy him!
You're just like Naomi.
Well, I'm not like you! Unlike you, I'm proud of the destiny that is encoded into my very genes. Yeah!
But he's wearing cargo pants. He doesn't have jeans on.
Your blood will be the first to be spilled by this glorious new weapon. Consider it an honor, a gift from your brother. Now I'll show you the power of the weapon that will lead us in the 21st century.
It's moving.
We're gonna blow it up. Just like we do everything else. Let's just go kick it a couple times. We'll try to climb a ladder and just punch it over and over again. So we're going to put that on. And I think our weapon of choice is going to be our stinger. Because once Rexy Boy comes alive, we're going to do this. Oh. Okay. Nothing there. Not in the underbelly, not straight in the front. At least these little slams aren't really doing anything. Let's see if Otacon knows anything. Oh, okay then.
Rex uses the latest advances in compound armor. The only way you can pierce it is with a high-performance heat round.
So what do I do?
Rex's pilot seat operates exactly like a VR system. It's got multiple sensors connected to a high-tech interface used for the controls. It's completely self-enclosed and shut off from the outside environment.
He's not using his naked eyes?
That's right. So if you could somehow destroy the sensors... Do you see that round plate on Rex's left arm?
Yeah, that thing that looks like a shield.
That's a radome. If you can destroy that thing, it won't be able to use its electronic equipment.
So he'll be blinded.
Yeah, try to hit that radome with a Stinger missile.
So that will stop it?
No. Rex was designed so it can be controlled manually, too.
Oh, great.
The part that looks like a beak is where the pilot seat is. In an emergency, it'll open up. Rex's armor is perfect. You can't destroy it.
You told me that already.
But the interior is a different story.
I get it. First I destroy the radome. That will force him to open up the pilot's seat.
Right. If you can shoot a Stinger missile into the cockpit, you'll destroy the computer control system.
You intentionally designed it with a weak point?
It's not a weak point. I like to think of it as a character flaw. People just aren't complete without some type of character flaw, don't you think?
I guess so. I owe you one, Otacon.
Yeah, we do, because I've been sitting here shooting it blind. Uh-oh. So moving in is our defense to that. Oh. You sit still. Alright. Oh, we used our ration already. Probably should have put this on. Oops. Okay. Okay. I am understanding that you don't like it when I'm there. Alright, we are probably gonna die here. But at least we know how to play this a little better. One more. Hey, whimsical sprites. Welcome to the stream. I'm probably gonna die, but it is going good. Aside from the death that we are bound to happen. Good job on your Super Mario stream you guys had earlier. That lava level is not my favorite.
Great Fox. The name from long ago. It sounds better than Deep Throat.
Not a fan of the one you guys were doing. The caverns level is just a headache to navigate, but at least there's not some bullcrap lava sections in it.
Fox, why? What do you want from me? I am a prisoner of
Yeah, 5 stars is good.
you can free me.
Guys are moving up. Oh, I hit my remote on something.
In front of you, I can finally die. After Zanzibar, I was taken from the battle. No good. I can't Neither do it. Truly alive, nor truly dead. An undying shadow in a world of light.
Hate the lava, hate the water, hate the caves. Just hate it all. We have to do it. Just everything. Like I said before, I'm just not a fan of Super Mario 64. I guess it was probably great and a breakthrough 25 years ago when it came out, but
The only thing I was good at. But at least
not my favorite.
always fought for what I believed in. Snake, farewell.
Well, Gray Fox is gone. I'm about to be gone.
Foolish man. He prayed for death, and it found him. You see, you can't protect anyone, not even yourself. Die!
Yep. I'm just gonna follow his advice and die. We'll see how far the game throws me back, and if it throws me a bone. Alright, so we gotta fight this turd. But at least we know proper defense now. Even if I do it poorly. My controller's acting up. Maybe that's why the cutscene got skipped. Stop acting up. Alright, timeout. Did I play the old MGS? Well, this is the first Metal Gear Solid. I didn't play the original Metal Gear games that came out in the like early 90s, late 80s. I have access to them, but since I grew up playing the ones like this one and the ones that were on the PS2, I haven't brought myself to try to play it through the OG ones. This is the oldest one I did.
Now, in front of you, it's no good. I can't do it. After Zanzibar, I was taken from the battle, neither truly alive nor truly dead, an undying shadow in a world of light. But soon it will finally.
But I played Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then I played Ground Zero, which is kind of like the prequel to the 5th one. That is pretty good. I can't do anything. I need to play better, apparently. This game is okay. It's a little dated at this point, in my opinion. They've talked about doing a remake for it. I'll believe it when I see it. I think this game could use one. I don't think any of the other ones need one. 'Cause there have been some games where I'm like, did we really need a remake for those? And then I've been playing the Resident Evil remakes recently, and I'm taken back on that argument. That remakes can be a good thing. There's a ration right there. I don't like the range of these missiles at all. Like, if I need resources, it's not something I should try to even do. 'Cause chances are we're gonna die again, and we're gonna have to restart again. Thinking about just letting him kill me. Let's do that. We'll get the ration a little bit quicker and a little bit smarter. The remake for Final Fantasy VII was insane. Ren and I tried playing it. I have learned that Final Fantasy is definitely not my kind of game. But she just hasn't sat down and finished playing. She was playing whatever the newest actual mainline game was. And she just hasn't finished it, because obviously she's been playing a lot of Nintendo Switch games, and since she started streaming, she's been playing Pokemon Snap and whatnot. We're trying to get her to play, I want to say 15's the newest one that was out. And then she would play the 7 remake. But I've tried to play both 7 and 15. I think Final Fantasy is just not my thing. And so it was pretty easy for me to put away. I could see why a lot of people like it. I'm not going to say it's a bad game. Some people don't like certain games. I know some people who don't care for Metal Gear Solid at all. And, you know, to all their own. You don't have to like it. Alright, this is not looking pretty already. We're going with real-time combat, and you see, that's where initially I thought I would like it a lot better, Because the turn-based thing I've never been a fan of. Maybe it's because my attention span isn't as high as a lot of people's, or I don't care as much for strategy in terms of taking turns and planning out your moves as much as I like the quick pace of stuff, because I've been playing Dark Souls games for the last few years and have gotten addicted to games of that nature. Oh, there's another ration over there. If we can get Liquid to take the jukes. Now turn to your right. Let's see if we can grab it. Woo! Don't see any brownish boxes, do we? Because those are our rations. Guess while he's checking out the corner. Here's another one. I wonder if that's a method I could do. If we just wear Liquid out and make him super dizzy and then shoot his cockpit. This might be a little more timely than the game has to be, but I'd rather take too much time because I'm taking a while to do a fight than take a long time because I'm playing like crap. So I'll wait for him to turn around. At least a little bit. I will say for this Metal Gear though, not a lot of people would probably like it if they've never played a Metal Gear game before. Like the reason I like it so much is because I played it when I was super young. It was the first game I ever saw that I was just like, huh, video games could be something I can play. But if I were to hand this to somebody significantly younger than me, I don't think they would like this at all. Huge on strategy either. Yeah, I like watching stuff blow up. I'm easy to please. I don't need a lot of... And Ren and I have talked about it too, where she likes it when a game has a good story. And I'm all for a good story, but I'm playing a video game, so I want there to be decent gameplay, or I'm not sold. Gameplay is the primary focus of what I'm playing a game for, not the story. We showed my Gem Z stepbrother Super Smash Ultimate and he thought it was so dumb. Why did he think that was dumb? That's literally like the best Smash out there. Because it's the most... I think it's the most fan-pleasing of anybody who's ever played a Smash game to say, oh, I wish they would bring back this fan-favorite character, this stage. And you can't... I feel like you can't get super bored if you have a group of people to play with. And time to kill, and you just want to beat the crap out of each other. I say you give your brother some crap. I don't know what hit me there. I'm wondering if my hide under his bottom strategy is starting to fail. Alright, turn this way. Don't think he's played any other Super Smash Brothers. I mean, I think they get better with age. I don't know if I've missed any since Melee. I didn't play the N64 one. I had an N64 growing up, but we did not have Smash Bros. But my cousins had a GameCube, and that's how I had access to Melee. Is that the one that was on the Smash? Or on the Smash, on the GameCube. And then the one for the Wii, I played in college because one of my roommates had a Wii and we played that a ton. And then when Ultimate came out, shortly after, Ren and I had gotten a Switch. And that was worth having a Switch alone.
Snake, I'll crush you into dust.
I'm at least glad you guys showed your brother Smash Ultimate and didn't try to show him some of the rip-off games that other developers have put together. Like, I'm a big Sony guy. I've played PlayStation since the PlayStation 1 was out. And they had a Smash Brothers of their own for the PlayStation 3, and it is not good. I actually own it. And Ren and I might have to play it one of these days just to showcase it, but it's not great. There's a reason why they haven't made any sequels for that one. Ren, if you're lurking, that was boss number 1. We now have boss number 2. We have to fight Liquid not in a giant tank.
Sleeping late as usual. A snake.
Yeah, I'm sleeping in, man.
You're still alive.
I won't die as long as you still live.
Too bad. It looks like your revolution was a failure.
Just because you've destroyed Metal Gear doesn't mean I am done fighting.
Fighting? What are you really after?
A world where warriors like us are honored as we once were, as we should be.
That was Big Boss's fantasy.
It was his dying wish. When he was young, during the Cold War, the world needed men like us. We were valued then. We were desired. But things, are different now. With all the liars and hypocrites running the world, war isn't what it used to be. We're losing our place in a world that no longer needs us. A world that now spurns our very existence.
I think it shows a shift in generational gaming. I can see that too. I think people are getting very caught up in battle royales were huge for a while. I don't know if they're going down in quality, or I guess not quality, but down in popularity or not. Same with just shooters in general, which some are great. I play Call of Duty here and there, but there's a reason why I don't stream it every week on here. It's not a favorite thing I have. Gen Z is generally just not interested in the same genres as millennials. Pokemon had it right when they decided to develop a remake of Diamonds and Pearl and make a new open world game. So doing both is the good idea so that they can sort of appeal to both audiences. I know Ren is similar to me in that we're both kind of easy to please when it comes to video games. Coming from the guy that just said he didn't like Final Fantasy. And not that I didn't like it, it's just not my game. But yeah, I can see that the generational gap can show depending if you ask a two from each one, like what their favorite movie, what their favorite band, and what their favorite game is, you would see the drastic differences between them. But I also forget which generation I fall into, because I've been told that I'm a millennial, and I've been told that I'm not, because I'm too young.
It started in the 1970s. Their plan was to artificially create the most powerful soldier possible. The person that they chose as the model was the man known then as the greatest living soldier.
I will say, and I hope Ren is hearing this, the longer that I've been with her, the more inclined I've been to try to play a Pokemon game, and maybe one or both of those Pokemon games coming out would be a good incentive for me to try to do it.
They fertilized an egg with one of Father's cells, and then let it divide into 8 clone babies. Then they transferred the clones to someone's uterus, and later intentionally aborted 6 of the fetuses to encourage strong fetal growth. You and I were originally octuplets.
Octuplets?
Yes. The other 6 of our brothers were sacrificed to make us. We were accomplices in murder before the day we were even born.
Golly, this
So it was you and
this
I,
plot right
2
here
fertilized eggs
with the
exactly
the
same
DNA and the eggs and the fact that we're clones
They
is
weren't finished yet.
so strange.
They used me as a guinea pig to create a phenotype in which all of the dominant genes were expressed. To create you. I got all of the recessive genes. You took everything from me before I was even
They
born.
abandoned a decent amount of this twin clone bollocks for the rest of
You
the
and I
main
aren't
games.
his only children.
What?
The genome soldiers. They too are his progeny, carrying on his genetic legacy. But they're different. They're digital. With the completion of the Human Genome Project, the mysteries of humanity were laid bare. Thanks to Father's DNA, they were able to identify more than 60 soldier genes responsible for everything from strategic thinking to the proverbial killer instinct. Those soldier genes were transplanted into the members of the next generation special forces. That's how they became the genome soldiers. That's right. The genome soldiers that you've been killing are our brothers with the same genes as ours.
Hey, I only killed them when they shot at me. I used stun grenades aside from that.
That's right.
Or just ran away.
They are our brothers, created artificially through the alignment of nucleotides to mimic our father's genes. They too are the product of numerous sacrifices.
Sacrifices?
Human experiments. 1991, the Gulf War. The military secretly injected soldiers with the soldier gene.
So I'm fine with the clone BS. The whole oh, I had the dominant or I had the recessive genes. That it was just a lot of filler for me. I wasn't a fan of that. In Sons of Liberty, when they have one of the characters turn out to be another one of the 8, I'm just like, okay, like I can get sorted behind that.
The poison gas detection units and the anti-sarin injections, they were all just a cover-up.
I think these are good games. I just don't like that plot element. And the second one, I tend to look over it, and there's better portions to the game than that.
They too are our
That's my argument for that sword.
So the genome soldiers mean that the experiments were a success?
success. Don't be a fool. They're a
That the Pokemon is appealing to both, yeah.
We are on the verge of
So Nintendo's smart for remaking an old one for the old fans, and then
Have you ever heard
a new one for newer fans or old fans that want to try something new.
Nature tends to favor asymmetry. Those species which have gone extinct all show signs of symmetry.
All I know is I better save my money, because Ren's going to want both of them.
Signs of symmetry. So do I. As do you.
When the new Harvest Moon and Story of Seasons were coming out, she was debating on getting both at that point, too.
We don't know when or what type of disease will occur. That's why we need the old
Which I know Whimsical got one, and then Ren got the other.
Big Boss's DNA so you can save your family?
touching.
In nature, family members don't mate with each other, and yet they help each other to survive. Do you know why? It increases the chance that their genes will be passed on to a new generation. Altruism among blood relatives is a response to natural selection. It's called the selfish gene theory.
You're telling me that your genes are ordering you to save the genome soldiers?
You can't fight your genes. It's fate. All living things are born for the sole purpose of passing on their parents' genes. That's why I'll follow what my genes tell me. And then I'm going to go beyond, in order to break the curse of my heritage. And to do that, first, I will kill you.
Do it.
Look behind you.
Meryl! Is she alive?
I'm not sure. She was alive a few hours ago. Poor girl kept calling your name.
Meryl.
Stupid woman. Falling in love with a man who doesn't even have a name.
I have a name.
Didn't you get the new Harvest Moon
Future, and even if we did,
whimsical?
it wouldn't be true
But
now.
not Story of Seasons, because that's the one that Ren got. I'm pretty sure she told me that you got the other one because you guys had different opinions about the two.
Talking about Fox Die.
No. It seems now that the Pentagon knows that Metal Gear is destroyed. They've arrived at a decision. They won't even need a BDA. If you want the details, why don't you ask your precious Colonel Campbell?
I don't want to talk to Colonel.
Colonel, can you hear me? Yes, I'm listening. What is the Pentagon trying to do? Colonel, answer me. The Secretary of Defense has taken over active control of this operation. He's on his way there by AWACS. What for? To bomb the place. What? Not only that, B-2 bombers just lifted off from Galena Air Force Base. They're carrying B-6113 surface-piercing tactical
Did not
nuclear
just
bombs.
had unsupported opinions.
Metal Gear is destroyed.
Well, I'm clearly mistaken. I do remember she was saying that you had certain Harvest Moons that you liked, and she had like the opposing opinion to it. But I thought she said that you got it. Apparently, you did not.
Nuclear bomb to vaporize all the evidence along with anyone who knows anything. Don't worry, Snake. I'll stop the nuclear strike. How? I may only be a figurehead here, but I'm still officially in command of this mission. If I issue an order to delay the strike, it'll confuse the chain of command and at least buy you some time. It'll give you a chance to escape. But, Colonel, if you do that... It's okay, Snake. The truth is, Foxhound was already the subject of an undercover investigation. Merrill was transferred to this base just before the terrorist attack as a way of manipulating me. Those bastards. I'm sorry.
Hey, their parents might have been married. Come on, Snake.
For her life. You better get out of there, Snake. Are you sure? It'll be bad for you. Don't worry. It's the least I can do for you after all the lies. Colonel. I'm ordering them to cancel the bombing run. After that, there's no turning back.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of, because you played it and didn't love it. Hey, they can't all be zingers.
What happened to the Colonel?
I don't believe it.
What happened?
Snake the Colonel.
Roy Campbell has been relieved of duty. This is the Secretary of Defense, Jim Houseman.
Put the Colonel back on.
He's been placed
New character right for the end.
top secret information and for the crime of high treason.
Ridiculous.
Yes, he's a ridiculous man. He truly believed that he was in command of this operation.
You bastard.
There won't be a speck of evidence left. I'm sure the President would want the same thing.
President ordered this?
President is a busy man. I have complete authority here.
How do you plan on explaining a nuclear attack on Alaska to the media?
Don't worry. We've prepared a convincing cover story. We'll simply say that the terrorists exploded a nuclear device.
Smart.
You'll be murdering everyone here. The scientists, the genome army, everyone.
Donald, the DARPA chief is already dead.
So, you didn't mean to kill the DARPA chief after all.
He was my friend.
And you could care less about what happens to everybody else, huh?
Well, if you give me the optic disc, I might consider saving them.
What are you talking about?
Metal Gear's test data. Donald was supposed to bring it back.
I don't have it.
I see. Oh well, that's okay. You two are an embarrassment from the 1970s. Our country's dirty little secret. You can't be allowed to live. Well, the bombs will be dropping soon, and you two have a lot of catching up to do. Farewell.
Bye.
There's no way out for us. Let's finish this.
But what about the sequels, Liquid? What about the sequels? I've already talked about them.
You stole everything from me. Only your death can satisfy me. Only your death can return to me what is rightly mine. She'll make a beautiful sacrifice for our final battle. You see this? It will be the time limit for our final battle. This nuclear module is set to detonate at the precise moment of her death.
Do I get to fight you now? Yes, I do.
If you win, you might still be able to save her. You could enjoy one brief moment of love before the end. If you cross this line, you'll fall. At this height, it will kill even you. Have at you, Snake.
I was gonna say we're sitting here wasting time, Snaky boy. Alright, so we basically need to do our combo, back away. Cause he has some moves. So anytime he dodges, I'm technically supposed to back away, because he can give me the goods.
Nice shot! What's wrong, Snake?
Nothing, man. Just, you know, bomb about to explode. You're trying to kick my butt, not succeeding. Ooh. I'm actually doing alright. I expected him to kick my butt a little bit more than this. Oh, that was a bad move. He tried to hit me with the roundhouse. Haha! How'd we do? Bye! And Ren, that's the final boss of MGS1. We're not finished with the game quite yet. But we at least kick Liquid's butt.
Meryl.
So she appears dead here. Sword can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure if we didn't submit during the torture scene, this is where the game can differ. Meryl would survive, and I'm putting air quotes against survive because she would come with us and join us to the ending. A small spoiler, regardless of what ending you choose in the fourth one, Meryl comes back. So, technically, she's not dead either way.
I'm not the hero you thought I was. I'm nothing.
But because I submitted, this is the ending we're getting.
Meryl, I'm sorry. Forgive me.
Meryl can't forgive anyone anymore.
Otacon.
She's gone, Snake.
Because of me.
I guess blaming yourself makes it easier, huh? If you do that, you can keep the pain at a nice, safe distance.
What the hell do you know? Meryl's dead. I lost.
Snake has emotions.
You gonna stay here and die? Along with her? Snake. People die. But
Heck
death
yeah,
is
we
not
do.
defeat.
I died twice fighting, or at least 3 times. I think it was 3 times we fought the stupid Metal Gear
You
X.
lost Wolf, too. But that wasn't defeat.
It was the
She
hands.
and I will be together forever. We didn't lose anything.
Together forever.
It's true that Wolf is dead. But our love didn't die with her. Life's more than just a game of win or lose. Don't you think? Let's live, Snake.
Live and let die.
There's a parking garage right next door.
I submitted so I get the bad ending. Is it bad because Meryl dies and we're stuck with Otacon? In my mind, this ending lines up better with the second
I
game.
released all the security locks. It'll be okay. We can escape. You have my word on it.
Otacon. You've changed.
I'm through regretting the past. Life isn't all about loss, you know?
It also changes what item you get, the ammo or the stealth. If you beat it with both the suit and the bandana, you get a tux to wear. It does nothing, but makes you look like James Bond, which is completely worth it, especially for me, the big old James Bond fan over here.
Okay. Let's go.
Worth it. Maybe not worth doing over a stream, but worth it.
I hope you're still watching me. Maybe I can prove myself to you after all. Come on, hustle.
Snake, it's cold outside. You'll freeze like that.
Yeah, put your clothes on, Snaky boy.
Sneaking suit.
You better hurry. Hurry! Now you look like yourself again.
You look not butt naked. But I guess in terms of the first 3 games, if you got this ending and thought it was the only ending, it very much could be quite the downer and make you feel super bad about it. Ooh, ration. We want those. Oh, we have nothing now.
I'll drive.
Of course you will. After you have unloaded ammo and a stealth suit is super easy for the 3rd playthrough.
Darn, no keys.
Well, get some keys, man.
I got 'em. Let's go.
Yeah, they're gonna kick my butt. Oh,
I got it. Snake, jump in.
I'm coming. Trying to equip rations. There we go. Just have it equipped. It's super easy for the third playthrough with unlimited ammo. Probably comes to be somewhat of a sandbox if you can just run around guns a-blazing. Don't really have to sneak through anything anymore. Gotta clear the path. The left side was clear, man. You don't have to abide to the driving laws. Could you just run these broskies over?
Not yet, Snake.
Oh, he's not dead.
It's not over yet. Liquid.
Stop following me. Maybe this view's a little bit better. Takes a little bit more of an effort, but... Alright, I'm shooting. There we go. He's just hitting every shot, like, right away. That's some bull crap. That's some baloney. But yeah, I have to awkwardly hold down triangle and then still hold down square to do that. Now that I have learned that first-person view is a thing. Yep, you better hurry up.
I got him. Let's go. I got it. Snake, jump in. Use the weapon to fire that machine gun. Shoot back. Snake, hold on.
Oh, there's another ration we could have gotten. At least we know if we die again. Since Otacon's got to do the skeet, we're gonna wait for him to.
Good job, Snake. Let's go.
We'll keep Snake facing the right. Not the best mechanics here. We can do it. Thanks. Alright, now we just gotta kick Liquid's butt a little better.
Not yet, Snake. It's not over yet.
I want it to be. See, if you could just be a better driver, Otacon, drive a little bit faster, he wouldn't be shooting me. Gosh, every time. Thank God. So we didn't need that second ration. Would have definitely made it a little less stressful.
Otacon, are you okay?
I guess so.
Otacon, can you move?
It's no use. I can't move.
What happened to Liquid?
I don't know.
He turned into gas.
Liquid's dead.
I could hear the booze from here, guys. I can hear it.
Uh-oh.
I deserved it too.
Snake!
Hey, buddy.
Snake!
For what? That was some like Arnold level pun, action movie pun right there. Fox die as he dies. Good night.
If he's dead, that means...
Don't think about it, Snake.
What happened to the air raid? No stealth bombers in sight.
Snake, can you hear me?
Colonel.
Are you okay?
Colonel, what happened?
The Secretary of Defense has been arrested. Early retirement.
Arrested?
I was able to get into contact with the President. Metal Gear, the training exercise, all of it. It was all the Secretary of Defense acting alone.
Acting alone? What happened to the air raid and the nuclear strike?
The orders were rescinded. The F-117s and the B-2 Spirits have returned to the base. Once again, I have complete authority over this operation.
I see.
Washington isn't stupid enough to use nukes to cover up a few secrets.
I wonder about that.
In any case, the danger's over. Thanks, Snake.
Colonel, about Meryl.
I already know.
Colonel?
Meryl was my daughter.
What?
Gasp.
I didn't find out until recently. I got a letter from her mother, my dead brother's wife. I was going to tell her after this operation was over.
Colonel,
It's okay, Snake. Thanks anyway. Snake, I'm sorry. I kept a lot of things from you.
It's okay, Colonel.
Snake, I'm not a colonel.
Oh, that's right.
I've got a present for you. There's a snowmobile close to you. Mei Ling saw it on the satellite photos. This time of year, the glaciers are pretty calm. You should be able to ride right out of there. I'll bet the boys at the DIA and the NSA never expected you to come home alive.
Me neither. I better not show my face around here.
No danger of that. You two officially died after your Jeep sank into the ocean.
That's not too far from the truth.
Also, there's a helicopter waiting for you on Fox Island.
Okay, Roy. Are you gonna be okay?
Don't worry. I've got an insurance policy. A hard copy of all Mei Ling's data. As long as I've got that, you, me, and Mei Ling will be fine.
The battery on these nanomachines will run out soon. They won't be able to follow us.
I guess we won't meet again.
Don't worry. I'll pay you a visit sometime.
Really? I look forward to that.
Roy, just tell me one thing.
What?
About Fox Die. What about me? It killed Liquid.
Naomi said that she wants to talk to you face to face about that.
How is she?
Don't worry. Mei Ling is with her right now. I'm switching over to Naomi.
Snake, it's me.
Naomi.
I heard about my brother.
I'm sorry. But he had one last message he wanted to say to you. He told me to tell you to forget about him and to go on with your own life.
Frankie said that?
Yeah. He also said he'll always love you. Naomi, your brother just saved you, me, and the whole world.
He saved us.
Fought with every ounce of strength in his body.
Maybe. Maybe now he's finally found some peace. He wasn't really my brother anymore. Ever since he fought with you in Zanzibar, he's been like a ghost. A ghost looking for a place to die.
Naomi, Liquid died from Fox Die too. What about me? When am I gonna go?
That's up to you.
What do you mean?
Everybody dies when their time is up.
Yeah, so when's mine up?
It's up to you how you use the time left to you.
It's not helpful, Naomi. Come on.
Snake. That's all I can say to you.
You'll have to see future games to see. If and when that happens.
Each person is born with their fate written into their own genetic code. It's unchangeable, immutable. But that's not all there is to life. I finally realized that. I told you before, the reason that I was interested in genes and DNA, because I wanted to know who I was, where I came from. I thought that if I analyzed my DNA, I could find out who I was, who my parents were, and I thought that if I knew that, then I'd know what path I should take in life. But I was wrong. I didn't find anything. I didn't learn anything. Just like with the genome soldiers, you can input all the genetic information, but that doesn't make them into the strongest soldiers. The most we can say about DNA is that it governs a person's potential strengths, potential destiny. You mustn't allow yourself to be chained to fate, to be ruled by your genes. Humans can choose the type of life they want to live. Snake, whether or not you're in the Fox Die program isn't important. The important thing is that you choose life. And then live. Don't you think, Snake? Don't worry. I'm going to
Nice
choose
jump.
life too. Until today, I've always looked for a reason to live. From here on, I'm going to just live. Genes exist to pass down our hopes and dreams for the future through our children. Living is a link to the future. That's how all life works. Loving each other, teaching each other. That's how we can change the world. I finally realized it. The true meaning of life. Thank you, Snake.
Until today, I've lived only for myself. Survival has been the only thing I cared about in my life.
That's not just you. That's how everyone is.
I only felt truly alive when I was staring death in the face. I don't know. Maybe it's written into my genes.
What about now?
I want to enjoy life. I really do. How about you, Otacon?
Me? I feel like a new man.
So what are you gonna do? Continue your research?
No, I'm finished with science. I'm interested in human psychology now.
Sounds good.
The whole reason I got into science in the first place was because I was no good with people. I was scared of them. I was scared of life. I thought that I could never understand them because they're so illogical. But I finally learned how to like people.
It took this entire crisis to do that?
Well, you and I are more alike than I thought.
I'm just tired of always being a spectator in life. I'm ready to live.
I guess you learned
I'm
under
gonna stand
pressure.
on my own 2 feet.
Under pressure.
I'm not gonna hide anymore.
You giving up your stealth camo?
Huh? Oh yeah. You can have it.
It's real funny, guys. Real funny.
So, this is where we say goodbye to our loves as well. Want me to drive?
No, thanks. I'd rather do it myself.
No problem. Where to, Snake?
My real name is David, Otacon.
I'm Hal, Dave.
Which is a callback to the voice actor for Solid Snake,
Hal and Dave. That's a good one.
David Hayter.
Maybe we should take a trip to Jupiter.
So where you going, Dave?
I think it's time for me to look for a new path in life.
It's also weird for him to call him Dave, because I don't think Solid Snake gets called that for the rest of the series.
I know I'll find it.
And this is the little anti-war message that Kojima wanted to have thrown in there. We'll see if the credits start rolling. There's our cue. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. That's going to wrap up our first Metal Gear game. Next week we will start off right away with Metal Gear Solid 2, Sword and I's favorite. I think there was about a 4 or 5 year gap between when this one was made and when that one was made. And it was ported on the PS2, and so there's a little bit of a graphic overhaul with those 4 or 5 years. We'll be playing it on the PS3 next week. For the rest of our schedules are back up to going heavy and strong. Ren and I had our vacation for our anniversary this last weekend, which is why we didn't have a lot of our normal streams. But this coming Friday, Ren and I are playing some more Overcooked. We should be finishing the first one and starting Overcooked 2 on Friday. Ren is going to start her Wind Waker playthrough on Twitch on Saturday morning from 9 to 11, so make sure you tune in to her channel to check her out. And then on Saturday night, we're also going to continue our Uncharted Drake's Fortune Let's Play. But I will see you guys back for more Metal Gear next Wednesday from 7 to 10 at the normal time. So yeah, if you're new to the channel and you haven't checked me out on Facebook, Instagram, or my YouTube channel, you could find those in my About section on the Twitch page. And go ahead and follow if you guys want to continue seeing all the streams. I do my best, Whimsical. I do my best. But without further ado, we'll go ahead and wrap up to this harmonious music and pictures of walruses in rivers for reasons unknown to us. But I appreciate Sword, Ren, and Whimsical for all chatting with me. And then for those who were just lurking about, thank you for tuning in. Feel free to talk in the chat if you are so inclined. Otherwise, you are more than welcome to just hang out and watch. And I will see you guys next time. Adios.